Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubs, here with a special guest streaming all the way from the US of A, the cousin Sam Matenga. What's good, my brother?
Check us. How's things?
Yeah, all good, my man. All good. It's another day, brother, on the grind. I'm trying to smash out as many of these as I can. This will be about episode 150 around about, cuz by the time this comes out, I think. So it's been like 3 months since or just over 3 months, like January when I first started. So I'm just trying to grind and talk to as many cool people like yourself as possible. For anybody that doesn't know who you are, my cousin, can you give us a little background? Where'd you born and where'd you grow up? Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in Gisborne, New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Wellington like when I was like 3 or something, and then left Wellington when I was 8, and moved to Sydney. Pretty much grew up in Sydney from 8 to 18, and then I went back to Gisborne and went to Gisborne Boys for 1 year, playing first 15, and then yeah. Oh well. After that, I guess I went down to Christchurch Academy.
Eesh.
Got picked up into Tasman Makos. Still currently playing for the Tasman Makos in the NPC competition, and then as well as the the MLR competition for Seattle Seawolves. Currently,
Yeah, solid. So, what was life like? Obviously, growing up in Gizzy, do you have much memories before you moved, or do you have much memories of growing up before you moved to Sydney?
now I mean, apart from when I was in Wellington, I kind of remember
Oh,
little
Wellington.
stuff when I was, I guess, maybe 6 to 8,
Hmm.
like growing up in Lower Hutt, going to Rata Street School. Kind of remember little things, riding a bike, I guess, to school and you down the road type stuff. But
Yeah.
not really going back to no memories of Gisborne when I was, obviously baby age. But when I was in Sydney, we flew back a couple times um, to touch the homeland, obviously,
Mm.
and then get to go up the coast a couple times to where my mum grew up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Up in Tiki Tiki,
Oh, yeah.
and then ride some horses, some quad bikes, a couple cousins that live up there still. Um, and then yeah, but that was only just like here and there for the 10 years I was living in Sydney.
Yeah,
And then
solid. Where did you live in Sydney? When you're growing up in Sydney?
I lived up. I lived in Bexley, but more
Where's that?
commonly, it's in the St George region,
Oh,
St
solid,
George
solid.
Dragons.
Yeah.
So after the Waz, St George Dragons.
Oh, but was first and foremost.
Nah, sorry. I'll
Nah.
probably say the Dragons. Sorry, guys.
No, all good, my brother. All good. I'm was to the death, cuzzy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll say Waz next. As
through
soon
that
as
roller coaster, cuz.
obviously Dragons not gonna do so well up there, but
Well, they gave it to
yeah.
us the other week, didn't we? Oh, no.
They're just
Mm.
finished getting sussed by the Roosters? They're just finished
Oh,
getting
baby, they
pumped by
got
the Roosters in the
Sasaria. They
hamstring.
got a tongue. Holy
Yeah,
frick.
they got dunked hard.
Oh,
But
yeah. Especially after how
yeah,
they did it to the Warriors.
but yeah, I just ripped that just because grew when I was growing up, I played for Penzers and Hurstville, all these
Oh, like
um,
all the Dragons, like
yeah, like league, and
yeah.
I played
Oh, you played
like
league, so you didn't play rugby there, or you did it? Was it?
I started playing. I started off playing league when I was 8. So when I went
Yeah.
there and I started playing, my dad got me into league and stuff. And then I think I didn't start playing union until I was like 13,
Oh, yeah.
14. But growing up, I was playing league, and then I played league, and then I played both because I
Mm.
could play on like a Saturday for say league, and then
Yeah.
Sunday for union.
Oh, gee, solid.
Yeah, so and then the trainings would be like Monday, Wednesday union, Tuesday, Thursday league. So everything worked out, and also on the Friday I'd just go to youth, and sort of Sunday before a game I'll go to church. So my week was packed full, but
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, when I was 13 or when I was 14 as well, I played Harold Matthews for
Oh, Harold Mets.
Harold Mets. Yeah, I played in the Harold Mets comp for the
Who do you
Dragons.
play with, brother? Did anyone kick on that was in your team or you play against? Sure.
I remember James Sele. He plays for like the Rabbitohs
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I can't remember. Joe Lovadua. He plays. I remember he played for like Fiji. I don't know if he.
Oh, true.
I remember seeing him play for Fiji, but
What was he? What position?
he was a six,
Oh,
halfback,
yeah.
or seven, six or
So,
seven.
so he's playing for Fiji like at the World Cup and then.
Yeah, yeah. I remember
Oh,
just seeing people posting about it on Facebook, and I was like, oh,
shout out
chill,
to the
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
that's what I mean, I know like other players, but I played against them.
yeah.
I don't
Like who?
I just remember Emre. Is it Emre? He's
Gula?
a prop for Canberra.
Canberra? Yeah,
Canberra
Raiders.
Raiders.
Gula? Emery Gula?
I think so. He's a
Mm.
big Turkish boy. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
That guy, man, he used
Emery.
to run amok, bro.
Yeah, it was gun, eh?
Yeah, yeah. I was there. I was
What were
like,
you playing? Were you propped in
oh,
too? Or
yeah. I was
were you...
playing prop. I was playing 8 or 10.
Yeah.
And also, bro, I don't even know his name, but he played. He plays maybe second row for the Rabbitohs. He's like dirty ass mullet, bigger than mine, obviously. But I can't remember his name.
Oh, Angus Carden? No,
Nah,
who's that? Dirty mullet for the. What
nah.
was he? Brown brother? Or...
Yeah, yep. He's I think he's Tongan. He played for
Sitili Tuponua. Is that
maybe.
guy? Oh,
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
oh,
I better stop talking.
yeah.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. But
There's
I
one
know.
time I remember.
Yeah, back in my day, I used to
Yeah,
play with.
yeah,
But
well, you should have
these all
seen
guys
me.
I played against. These all guys I
Yeah,
played against, and I'm seeing them on the
and
big
there were
stage.
guns,
So,
eh? And there were
yeah.
guns too. Yeah, no, I mean, solid,
Well,
brother. What do you think league's done for you career wise? You know, when it comes to rugby, has the league helped you play growing up playing league? Has that helped you at all in your rugby?
it did, I mean, it did. How do I say it? I guess probably when I was making the transition, or when I was playing both, it was like because league's such a like you're like just running and tackling. There's no set piece.
Yeah.
So like I guess in those sort of areas, it was really good for me. But then you got to learn not to try and run upright, or else you're going to get held up. Held up,
Mm,
and then it turns into a scrum. Or yeah, I guess just the way you run is different, but and maybe the way you tackle, because people when in league, I guess people run upright,
yeah.
and then but when you come
You
to
go for
union,
offloads and everything too, eh?
yeah, so you're hitting upright to stop people from getting through or whatever. But in union, sometimes people run and then they run down,
Yeah.
or like run low, so you don't hold them up or whatever. So, but yeah, it was definitely like it helped me when it came to the running aspect because, yeah, no one really. It was kind of easier, not easier. How do I say it? Frick. Um, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't really know, bro. But I just knew because I ended up becoming a prop in union.
Yeah.
I had to fully change the way I played.
Yeah,
I
okay.
guess
Yeah.
being a prop in league is different to being a prop in union.
Yeah.
Maybe being a prop in league is similar to being like a number 8 or a 7 or 6 because
Yeah.
you don't have to scrum or you.
Yeah, tackling so much, like a lot of people, a lot. And yeah, I get you. I get you.
But being a prop in league, going to be a prop in union, you have to know how to scrum.
Different jobs.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah. How'd you learn that? Did you learn that young how to scrum properly, or did it take a while?
oh, bro, still learning.
That's it. Learning everything.
Forever
Comes.
learning, bro. Because yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. You might be the man against one person, but then come to the next, he might end up popping you in the scrum. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, my first couple of years when I was playing for Tasman, boy, just one of the games I played, the bro that was starting tight head, he got yellow carded in a scrum, obviously because the other team was dominating. I come on, I had like three scrums, and then I got yellow carded, and it was just from like just I guess I was just inexperienced on how to scrum at the time and whatnot. But you obviously some scrum coaches, I guess, for example, like Jace Ryan, he told me
Yeah, All Blacks, I
All
think.
Blacks,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yep.
he would say like a good prop's like fine wine, takes time to
Gee,
get
gets
to
better all
gets
the time,
better.
eh?
Yeah,
And
gets
age,
better
and
over
age.
time.
Eh? So, because how old are you now, my brother?
25. I'll be
So,
26
so
next month.
imagine 30-year-old Samuel Matenga, fuck,
Yeah.
might be the one of the best props in the world, eh? Cause
Uh, yeah.
what makes you what do you think what do you think makes a good prop in your opinion as a prop?
Um, how do you say it? Probably obviously got to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be maybe a bit agile on the field.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. You just got to be a sponge, really. Got to be a sponge to all the boys that may be in front of you, or whoever the maybe a scrum coach or the forwards coach or boys that are around you, because um, sometimes you won't get you're trying to get that experience on the field. Before you get that experience, you got to be able to scrum in training and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have some hard scrum sessions in training, and then the coach watches you, and you won't be able to. They'll be like, oh no, we don't feel confident putting him on the field if he can't scrum.
Yeah.
And then obviously learning from your peers and other people around you, because growing up or learning in the Crusaders Academy, got to touch shoulders with like Owen Franks, Joe Moody. Still get to play against those kind of guys, and
How good are those guys, brother? Like guns, eh?
yeah, they're obviously legends of the game and still running.
Yeah,
They,
brother.
they
Guns.
still they still know those tricks, cause they still know how to keep their chest down, and they still know how
Yeah.
to get over some young bucks.
Yeah. So there's a
Um,
lot of it like a strength, obviously, but do you think what do you think's more like? Do you think tick's more important, like than it, like
yeah,
or like like
it's
because
technique, bro, and
yeah,
obviously you kind of learn things over time. Obviously, if you're just got God gifted talent, like or not talent, but maybe you just a weapon like
Ox.
Tamati Williams and what's his name, Fletcher
Right.
Newell. Like, but these young cats that just flew straight through the ranks and up into the All Blacks. It's like, but they obviously they just learn quick.
Lethal, eh?
You just got
Even
those
Tomatis
Usain
runs
Bolts
are more.
in some
Yeah,
positions. You know what I mean?
yeah. Tomatis mobile lazy.
Yeah.
You know, they're better follow. And then old yeah. So yeah, cause of course I forget they young ass too, eh, brother, and just boosted straight up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But
were you
watching
training on the
watching those
football?
fellas play when I was younger, you could tell.
Oh
You could
yeah,
tell they were different, bro.
it's like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
they ain't
that
like
here.
that. And I was just like, sure. But you're in the
Yeah,
same position, just watching them, and it's like, oh man,
yeah, I'm
these guys.
admiration though, because like fucking too much,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially because of your some
Yeah,
monkeys.
especially be Maori, cause like
Yeah,
myself too is like as a couch potato watcher. It's like fucking too much out of the Maori boy, Hindi, seeing and then also the boy coming from Perth, like he grew up in Perth, out of the boo, eh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I was roomies with him. I roomed
oh,
with
true.
him one time. Yeah, yeah. When he came, he did one. Oh, sorry. He came to the Crusaders Academy, and it was my last year,
Yeah.
and I was rooming with him there.
Also,
So
you knew it then that if by this fella's on.
yeah, well, he had a couple. Well, he came straight from school, and what was it? I was in the New Zealand under 20s camp,
Yeah.
and they brought some kids from school, and I seen him there. Seen him and a couple other boys that were still in high school, and I was 20 at the time, and I was just like, damn. Looking up at I was like, damn, this guy's still like 2018 type stuff, and I was just like, oh shit, it's okay.
But was he pretty big then too? Because he looks pretty. I don't know. I haven't seen him in real life. I seen him when he was a kid, but
Yeah,
like running
he's
around.
pretty. He's pretty. I mean, back then he was probably a bit more tubby, obviously.
Yeah.
But still same tall athlete of a boy. But yeah, he's still all good.
Yeah, solid, my brother, solid. So you talked about growing up in Aussie. What was life like in Australia? You know, outside of football, just life in general, brother. Like, but just busy, like you said, with the obviously football and their commitments on the weekend. And church was. Did you have many siblings? Like, or do you have any? What kind of? Obviously, it's culture shock. Coming from home to Sydney, it's a different. She's a different beast. There's some.
It's the culture shock the other way, cuz yeah, when obviously I said I don't know. I can't, like coming from a small town, I guess. But when I was in Sydney, grew up there for 10 years. When I went back to home,
Oh, you got more of a culture shock than much.
yeah, I was just
You're
like,
still young, when you come over too.
it's quiet here. Going back
Still
to
young.
Gizzy, it's quiet. Especially, even if because I play for Tassie, so Nelson similar, like similar vibes. Sort of quiet, small town. Everybody knows everyone, that sort of thing. But Gisborne's even smaller, like feels even smaller than Nelson. But yeah, it was a massive culture shock, I guess, because growing up in Sydney, fast life. You got the trains. Everywhere, growing up in high school, you can
Go
jump on the
everywhere.
train, go anywhere you want. Maybe go to Cronulla if you wanted to, or go into the city. And I went to Hillsong Church, which was in the city
Yeah.
as well. So I would they had buses that ran around, so I'll jump on the bus and we'll go to church in Waterloo, and then jump on the bus back. And then I went to the local Cogra High School
Oh, Cogra.
for 5 years, obviously whatever. Finished high school in 2015, but then because I was a year younger, I did another year for Gisborne Boys.
Yeah.
And that's how I got that. That's how I got that gig. Because
How did they come up? Like going to, or did you get offered, or did you just say, oh,
I
like
was
how
I
does that
was
come?
playing Colts for Renwick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ranwick,
Yeah,
famous
I
club
played.
there.
Yeah, and I played. So I was playing like I must have been playing second Colts. I was playing second grade Colts or whatever, and then I got a couple stints at first Colts, and Rico here.
Yeah, of course.
So
Because you boy.
he's a whanaunga of mine, and so he
Mm.
came over, stayed with my uncle or something, and
Yeah,
then
up the all black.
he came to one of my games, and he was like, "Oh, how old are you?" He's like, "Oh, my old man was 17." He's like, "Oh, well, you go back to Gizzy Boys." And bro, and it so happens that I was going the next week for my birthday to try and get a time call.
Oh, you
And
got
then
it?
he was just like, I ended up getting it.
Yeah, because that's it. Too much. Who hooked that up there, brother? Fun or what?
Um, oh, I
One of
can't
the
remember.
Instagram brothers.
Yeah, I can't remember. No, it's he's someone everyone knows, but I can't even remember his name.
Oh, solid.
Better keep that on the low. Just.
Oh, oh okay.
I gotta finish it off, so I'll go back to the bro.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I gotta
safe.
find his it's like I'm pretty sure it's Steve Smith, but I can't remember.
Oh,
Steve
yeah,
Powell Smith or something.
Get a Steve Pong or something.
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
Reeks came over, said uncle, and then seen you running around. Like, yeah, but I want to go back play Gizzy Boys.
yeah, pretty much. And then he was just like, and then my old man was like, oh, and I was just playing. I was just playing prop at the time, so I wasn't really specialist. Obviously, still young, and so I was playing. I went back to Gizzy Boys and played Lucid prop. But yeah, that was pretty much the move when Rico was like, "Oh yeah," and then called back to Gizzy Boys. They're like, "Hey, you looking for a prop?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're looking for a Lucid." And I was like, "Oh
What's the
well." And
differences,
then
brother? Lucy and Tight. For anybody that don't know.
Lucid, I guess tight head is a. It's hard, bro. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's a massive difference compared to playing on the right and left wing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In terms of the way you push, I guess
Yeah.
sometimes I guess, and where your head goes. Um,
Like, what difference do you have to have certain? Well, what skills do you have to have in like on the left or the right? Like, what's what I mean?
usually it's, you'd say tight ends would be more heavy chested. You know,
Mhm.
trying to keep their chest down
Yeah.
when they're scrummaging, and then
Yeah.
obviously as a loose head, you kind of like want to like get the tight end up, kind of
Uh,
get underneath his chest and kind of
yeah.
pop him up. That would probably be a
So
simple way
instead
of
of chest
putting it.
heavy, you would have to be. What would you say? If
Instead
as a
of
loose.
being like being a loose
Too
head.
heavy? No, 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 no,
Less heavy. But yeah, as a loose head, you're just trying to get underneath the tight end and
Yeah,
kind of push him,
that's dope.
try and pop him up or obviously push him back. But I
Yeah, yeah,
guess they say tight ends get paid the most because if you're a good tight end, you know your scrum can go forward. But
yeah.
if you're a bad, you know, if you move the tight end, if the loose head can move the tight end, then that scrum will go back type thing. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Solid. Eesh. That's
um,
it. So what do you
what
play
else?
now?
Tight end.
Yes, sir. Get paid the most, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, because when I was in Christchurch, they and I ended up getting into the under 19s Canterbury team.
Mhm.
They they were looking for a tight end, and I was lucid, and the other prospect for the starting they had another starting lucid that they were going to get, but
Yeah.
no one else really looked like they were good enough to play tight end in my age group. So they were like, "Oh, can you make the shift?" And I was like, yeah, you couldn't have told me that at the end of the start of the season or something, eh? Because we only got 3 games left of club season, and then we're gonna get into that. And I was just like, all right, whatever. And I just tried my best, and yeah, well, we didn't do so good, but it was all right. But yeah, because there's that little there's like a under 19s. Maybe back then it was under 19s, but now it's different. Maybe they got that under 20s Crusaders and Highlanders comp going
Yeah.
on now.
What do you
But
reckon? What do you think is better? Or
um, no, I don't. I mean, it's just more kids get more eyes on, I guess, when you have more, because it's like they kind of get the NPC teams, you know what I mean, like Tasman, Canterbury, all the Manawatu and stuff. But
yeah,
now they're rocking the like Super Rugby teams, which is only like 5 teams or something. Moana, and the Barbarians, I guess, like Moana and Hurricanes, Crusaders, Highlanders, Auckland Blues, and the Chiefs, but then they play like a round robin game in Taupo,
mm,
but where they have it before there was like all the NPC squads, which is all the provinces,
yeah.
and then they were
What do you reckon with him? Just NPC or what's the Mighty Ten? Is it Mighty Ten now, or got another different name? Who's sponsored by?
yeah, you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, what
Yeah,
about
every time I played, every year they've changed their name. So
It's like, well, how do you think? Because I see something like people moaning about like obviously the crowds like they didn't exist. How can you? Because remember, I don't know if you know back in the days, they used to fucking pack them. When I was a kid, I remember like, bro, everywhere, all the provinces are like crowds of doom. Like,
yeah,
do you think you can? Do you think it's even like? Are you even able to get that back? Like, because I think the world's changed, right? Like a lot of it's technology. People are like would rather watch on their phone or on their, and do other things. Or do you think you could still bring the crowds, like huge crowds, back? Besides, obviously, finals and stuff like that.
yeah.
Or
I remember my old man. He played for Ngāti Porou and like
half the East Coast.
up the coast. Yeah, and he played for the
You're the
I
baby
want to
blue.
say 1999 team or something,
Yep.
and they were making a run for trying to get up into the first division, and they made it to the grand final the second, but lost to Hawke's Bay, and he was telling me that they used to chuck it out on the radio. Hey, whoever is in, for example, Christchurch. Hey, if you're from Ngati Porou, come out to the game. Da, da, da. They'll put it on the radio, word of mouth, and they'll get some. It'll feel like a home crowd when they're away. And that
Mm.
was always like my mom man would tell me that, and I'd hear stories. Obviously, heaps of stories back then and stuff from the cousins. But bro, when like obviously the crowds have died down and stuff, but honestly, it's like it's a obviously it's an entertainment kind of thing. So people gotta want to come to the games,
Yeah.
and if you're just coming and you're just watching the game, if you're you're really into the sport, you'd understand some stuff. But if you don't really know the sport and you come sit and you're just like, they're just tackling. I don't know what the heck that is. Is that a rough? Like nobody understands. Or so
Yeah.
and then like coming to America kind of opened my eyes because
Okay.
it's people's first games and they're like, wow, it's so fun because um
First time.
we first time. So for someone's first time, it's it's you got to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
So when we play, they got music's playing. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
um, we run out with smokes and stuff, and then they have the national anthem, and there's like a maybe some fireworks during the national anthem. Every time we
Yeah.
score, there's fireworks going off.
Bro, America
They
does a
have,
big day,
you
like
know what I
on
mean?
their
And then
events.
like halftime, they might have something going on. Maybe
Yeah.
I,
Interactive,
I, I
yeah.
don't even know because I'm trying to catch my breath in the in the changing room.
Yeah, but
Um,
interactive, eh? I noticed that with American sports in general, but they do things so big because I've been a few times and watched a few different sports over there, but they're
yeah,
like
see, you know,
college, NFL, NBA, and just like the way they interact with the crowd. I think that you're right. That's key too because you can't be just like that old school, just like come to the game, Yeah, what a try. That's it.
yeah,
That's it.
exactly,
Yeah, then, bro. Kids and like you wanna bring, and I think making it a family thing would help too. Or like where you want like people want to bring their whole family, like to of
yeah.
all ages, make it fun.
Because I've
Shooting t-shirts in the crowd, whatever the hell the thing is. I don't know.
yeah, all that. Because yeah, I haven't. First time I went to NBA game in
Who'd you want?
Houston,
Ooh.
Houston versus OKC. That was when Steven Adams was still there.
Yeah, I'm the Steven Adams.
Yeah, the bro. And then but I was watching. I was like, bro, they don't stop. Every like when they score, boom,
Boost.
their names on the board. Some
Everything,
little
yeah. Just going,
everything. And it's
going.
funny when the other team scores, they'll be like Steven Adams, or they were like,
Yeah, fuck all, and again,
yeah, they'll
fuck
be
all,
like, Jason Hello.
yeah. Yeah,
And then it will be like James Harden scored. It'll be like
yeah.
James
Yeah,
Harden.
the whole crowd goes off there.
It was like for a three or something,
Yeah,
Steph Curry, like make it a massive ass thing,
yeah.
and then
Was Harden still at
and
the
they'll have
Rockets when you went
all
there?
the things
Or
on the TV, and then as soon as they break, then boom, cheerleaders come out
yeah,
or whatever,
cheerleaders, or
drummers
they're
come
doing fucking
out,
games or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
always,
they'll come,
yeah,
and then when they come back, that's just for a break, and then they come back on,
yeah.
play, go off for like 2 minutes for their quarter time, and I'm like, man, it's like it doesn't stop.
Nah,
You almost
brother.
can't really you can't leave until until
Yeah, yeah, like you don't
the
even want
league
to leave
really.
your seat. Yeah, go toilet. We'll get
Yeah.
some more beers. In the off season, eh? Cuz no, 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 no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even get off season, cuz? Or what? How does yours work?
Oh
Like
yeah,
rush.
bro. So I'll come here pretty much. I get like 6 months here from January,
Yeah.
and then January to if we make it all to the grand final, will be January to August, and then go straight to NBC, straight into NBC for about 3 months, and then after October, then that's my off
Oh,
season.
so you get a couple months off before you go again.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much
that's all right.
October,
Because
November,
I forget
December.
NPC is pretty short there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
yeah, solid. How did that come about? Obviously, you had the Tasman Makos first, right? From the Canterbury thing. How does it work that you end up in you know the land of the Star Spangled Banner? Eh?
yeah.
How does that
Uh,
happen?
oh, like going from Tasman to America.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But even the journey from I guess from boys to fucking down to get to Canterbury's even how does that
yeah,
happen too?
yeah, bro. Well, I didn't even. I was just, I guess. I was talk I was starting every week in my club team for
Yeah.
Sydney,
Okay.
and then and then I had some, I knew Jace Ryan and stuff like that.
Oh
He's
yeah.
for the Crusaders,
Yeah.
and um, yeah, so he's coach for the Crusaders, and I guess Tyrell Lomax got an injury at the time,
Yeah.
and so and then their third string tight head he got an injury, he got injured, he was out for the season, and so they were looking for the next tight head, but so yeah, so they were running with the two tight heads, and then when Tyrell Lomax went down, the next day they were like, oh, they asked, Jace Ryan if I was ready, and then my coach that I was playing, my coach at the time was like, yeah, I think he's ready, da da da.
Mm.
And then they called me on the Sunday afternoon. Mind you, I had just played, like Saturdays game, Sundays just off day chilling. So
Mm.
I was literally got some KFC, watching something on the TV, eating my wings, bro. Those wicked wings, cuz.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I was just sitting there chilling, got a call, and I was just like, oh yep, don't know who this number is, but I just answered, and it's like, hey, this is Doom, what's it? Yeah, just Doom's from the Tasman Makos. How are you? And I was just like, yeah, good, I'm good, bro. I'm
Yeah,
all good,
yeah,
yeah,
brother. I'm an athlete, brother. What?
I'm all good, yeah. How's things? Da, da, da. And then he was just like, yeah, we got an injury, like you to come up and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, sweet. They were like, we'll fly you tomorrow. And I was like, oh, straight away. And then because they had because the injury happened on the Sunday and they had a Friday game, so it was such a short turnaround. I got up there Monday, tried to learn some stuff, Tuesday training, kind of Wednesday off, Thursday captain's run, and then Friday was the game, or something, yeah. So
Yeah.
and that's how they got that. And I was with
Mm.
Wyatt Crockett, Crockett,
Yeah. Yeah.
Wyatt. Yeah, he
Well,
was up there at the time, and I learned some stuff off him. Obviously,
yeah. What did he teach
oh,
you, brother? He's a beastie or what?
oh, bro, he told me make sure you keep your chest down, or so I'm gonna pop it, cuz.
What he
Right,
was
because
gonna say.
I was like, oh, all black. But then when we were just training and I was just scrumming, I was like, just gotta try and stay there, bro. Obviously, he's the man, but man, he was heavy to scrum against when he was playing,
Yeah.
bro.
He's
Obviously,
huge too, eh, Devil?
yeah, and I was like, what the heck? And then had to scrum again, ta ta ta. But he,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously he's still hanging around Nelson. Obviously, a little couple kgs lighter, looking a bit more skinnier, but he still look like he's rocking, cuz
Yeah,
rocking
that's
nice.
it. What do you think makes Jason Ryan such a good coach from your experience you have with him? Because a lot of people speak highly of him. Obviously, he's like well touted, and obviously All Blacks brought him in early, but he's still under razor now. What do you think makes him a good coach?
I think maybe he's real honest, eh? He's just an
Yeah.
honest guy. He's just like he knows if you, how your I mean your angle, I guess, angles on how you're scrummaging, your chest, your whether you're engaged or not. Like if you're you can tell if you're engaged, I guess, in your core and stuff like that. But he's just more of a pretty straight up and down. Just that was shit.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You need to just be like, that's fucking shit, boys. We need to do that again type thing. Um, and he just obviously give me pointers, but yeah, he was, and obviously he had a lot to do with Dan Perrin, who was our
Mhm.
forwards coach at the Tasman Makos, and then head coach, and then now he's the forwards coach for the Crusaders, and so he taught DP a lot, and then DP would funnel that down onto me. So obviously obviously still getting better, you know. And
Yeah,
then
100%, brother.
next round went on to higher honors, but I
Yeah.
guess
How cool.
yeah.
Yeah. What even? What if he gives you a call, cousin? Even know, yeah, fucking know. Yeah. Give the first time I call, cousin.
Yeah, they're not doing so good on the board, but their scrum is still looking nice.
You're talking about the Crusaders and
Yeah,
like Scrum's still nice, even though the rest of it ain't coming together at the moment. Well, they
it's
no,
not.
yeah,
Well,
they punched the Brummer, the Rebels finally. They got a bit of a dub. Yeah,
yeah.
the other day.
They put up a little compilation of their scrums on their page on Instagram. I was watching. I was like, dang.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as a prop player, like just watching scrums as they're like fucking oof, they're 62 years. Just like fucking the mean scrum.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is cool watching. I just don't want to be
Yeah.
on the receiving end. Such being on the other side, you're just like, wow, here we go.
Yeah, 100, brother. So how does the whole Seattle thing come about, brother? How does that how do you end up going to America?
Yeah, well, what's it called? I just got the opportunity when I was in 2021 at the end of near the end of the my 10 season.
Whatever it was called then.
Yeah, whatever it was back then, bro. Yeah, at the back of that season 2021, got the offer to come for 3 years, obviously, and stuff like that. And I had already come in 2020 because Tasman did like a little tour before lockdown.
Oh, you did that play when they played against them over there.
Yeah, when we came over, we played
against.
against.
Nick was telling me, or Rocky the sea
Yeah,
sea
yeah.
wolf. Yeah, he was telling us about
Yeah, Nick Green. Yeah, he was obviously he was running around with the mask on. But so we came across the played Houston and Seattle, and then went back. So I kind of I had a bit of a feel for the MLR comp here. And then at the end of the next season, I got the offer to maybe come play for Seattle.
Yeah.
At the time, I was kind of like still growing, still like still trying to make Crusaders, obviously, you know what I mean. But then I had my son. Just had my son in July.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, nah, I need something, and I needed something more solid. Just to stay in one spot. So I was thinking, I'll go to Seattle, stay there for half the year, come back to Nelson, and then go back and forth type thing. And, so that's pretty much how I got the offer through my agent, and it was kind of a no-brainer just a bit more stable with the family, you know. Pretty much. And I got to meet some awesome people in my journey here, like the bro Samu, a couple other American breathers, Jeremiah and Betty, Pete, Lo Kalapu. Quick shout out to the bros.
Yeah. Shout out to all the tacos and the usos, the taco usos.
There's not many of us, not many of the Maoris over here, bro.
Nah.
Just it's like the come in.
At least we got some Pacifica brothers over there too.
Yeah, so all the Fijian patties. All the cousins, all those cousins are still here too.
Yeah, solid. So you decided obviously to move over to those ways. You get the contract. What would you say a big difference is for you? Like moving from, are you living in Nelson at the time, or where you living?
Yeah, I was in Nelson, and then I went back to Sydney to see the family.
Ricky, you all over the Motu cats. That's
it. Bro. But I guess it was obviously a different first time. The first year it was kind of different culture shock, you know. I'll tell you what, the gas is cheaper here.
Well, way cheaper, cuz.
Gas is way nicer on this side.
Yeah.
But just I don't. To be honest, I don't really know anymore because I've just got used to it.
Yeah, normal.
What
What about the eating spots, cuz?
Huh?
What about the Kai spots? You got some mean recommendations? I'm gonna come over
Oh,
there for a bit of a tiki tour. Maybe next year, brother. Or come in for Rome again. Yeah. So what's the eating spots over there for?
it's funny, bro, because the KFC's not good here.
Nah, it's not here. It's
Yeah,
not here. Have you?
everywhere else. Yeah, I tried it myself. I was like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's not good like home there or even
Everywhere.
Aussie too.
Aussie as well.
KFC.
Yeah,
But then we don't
uh,
got those other spots that you forgot over there. You know what I mean?
yeah. All the Mexican spots and
Ooh.
um, yeah. Better not to say too much about that, just in case my coach is watching.
Oh, now off season on the way
Yeah,
home.
I was like,
No.
on the ride home, I get those things.
Yeah. Just before
I
you
don't.
get
I
on a
just hear
plane.
about it. I just talk to the bros like, oh, what's good, and that's it. I don't know. I don't know much about that really.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but he was a temple way, brother.
Yeah, exactly. You got to keep it strong. Got to keep the engine
Yeah.
running smooth. The
So how does it work?
95, not the 90, not the 92.
Ah,
Get the 95 unleaded in there.
hey, that's it. So like obviously you're over there doing your thing. How long are you're there for 6 months? But how long once the season ends? Like, do you just come straight back? Like, how does it work? Like straight away or?
Yeah. So my first year we finished like end of June. Made it all the way to the grand final and finished end of June, and then preseason for the NPC for Makos was start of July. Whole of July is pretty much the thing. But then last year we finished mid July, and this year we finished August, beginning of August. So it's all starting to like creep into the season, into
Yeah.
the NPC season. So pretty much I'll finish here and then I'll go straight into the season. But last year was like straight into our preseason games,
Yeah.
and the year before it was like going to our preseason training thing games, and
Yeah.
then into the season games, which was like a bit more nicer to ease into sort of thing. What I mean?
Yeah, how does it work though? Do they like, because obviously you got Mumsy, you got a boy, got your Tama as well. How does it work? They got you the same whare, or you get a different whare every time you go back in your house every time?
Yeah. You kind of when I go back. That's the thing about when I'm go back home. It's like go back to New Zealand. I just kind of suss it out on online when I'm here, try and suss out
Oh, okay.
accommodation and stuff like that,
Pwah.
and then whatever comes out, money comes out of the contract, for whatever I get paid. Obviously, I pay for my own rent and stuff like that when I'm in New
Yeah.
Zealand. But that's the awesome thing.
No.
But when I come here, it's like just come here and everything sucks.
Oh yeah. So no, that's what I mean. When you go to Seattle, sorry, like everything's all sort of like they
Oh
got you the
yeah,
same house,
the
or is it a
man,
different house every time?
it's been different house every time, but yeah, pretty much the different apartment units. But it's been pretty sweet. Yeah, our manager he just hits us up and this is the place we're gonna be staying at, and just need you to write down a couple details and stuff like that. And then so when I'm in New Zealand and stuff, they suss it out
Yeah.
and then get in, and they got a car. Just gotta come in. When we get here, that's when they start getting their cars together. So for a couple of weeks, we're just chilling.
Yeah.
We're just chilling, waiting for the boys. But yeah, then they sussed us a car and stuff like that. But
Yeah. When you arrive, how long until preseason? Like, how long do you kick off till that starts? Like, do they allow
um,
you and the family to set up for a week or two before or you just straight into it?
pretty much stayed into it because when I get here, all the boys have already been doing preseason. All
Oh,
the boys
okay.
that all the boys that stay here, preseason starts in like December, I think, for these
Mm,
guys, and then when we get in like mid to end January, we probably they've jumped back into preseason, and so when we get here, pretty much just slowly get back into preseason, try and get the jet lag out of the system, um, and then I think our preseason games don't start until March.
yeah.
I
So
think.
what's the plan? Is this your last year, or you coming back? Are you contracted again to come back? What's the go?
Yeah, this is my end of my contract this season, but
Yeah.
I haven't made any plans and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
the missus and my son is still they're pretty they're happy here, so I don't know.
See what happens, eh, brother?
See what
That's
happened
okay.
here.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, I'm still still deciding just because just
Mm.
other stuff, but I definitely do love it here.
Yeah, hard. So with the competition right now, he's obviously sitting second on the table.
Mm.
Uh, plans to get another dub, get another ring for Seattle, for the city, eh?
Yeah, hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. There's definitely belief in that. Against this season, there's
Mm-hmm.
been belief in the previous seasons. Just been tough to execute. There's final games like we made it to the semi last year,
Yep.
grand final the year before, but just couldn't quite pull through. But I reckon the team we got this year, we can probably go all the way. Just obviously beating the Free Jacks
Yep.
2 weeks ago, and they're like the reigning champs and stuff, and I think they obviously might have suffered a couple of losses, like some of the players might have left and stuff, but they're
Mm.
still a quality side team, and yeah, after that win, it was pretty you know gets the water was up a little bit in the team.
Yeah, 100%. Well, what do you think's cool about playing in the MLR? Like, obviously, you get to see all these different cities. Like, is that pretty cool? Like, do you enjoy that? Like,
Oh
being able
yeah,
to see all these different cities in America, like that you grow up just seeing on fucking TV.
yeah. Like my first couple of years was like when we played in New York or um, I don't really know too much about New Orleans, but when we went there, I was like,
Hola,
yeah, I was like,
yeah,
oh
Bourbon Street there.
yeah, that
Hey.
Bourbon Street, boy, that's up Main Street. But yeah, then we went to like New York and went to Times Square and stuff like that. It was awesome. Yeah, the only place we haven't been to is Miami, bro. They made a schedule, bro. And Miami was on there. We were all cheering, all the boys in the chat, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Next minute they reschedule it. We're not going to Miami. Bro, all the boys were gutted. I was
Yeah.
like, dang.
How does Miami go? Any good or no? They
The
started to
team,
come up.
or
Yeah. Have you just played them or
yeah, we played them second. Yeah,
yeah.
their first couple of games they haven't really stringed anything together.
Mm.
One of my boys, he plays there. He's their hooker, but
Mm.
or
Is
two
he
of
from
them actually.
home? Oh,
Nah, he used to play for the Seattle team, but he's gone
oh,
over
solid.
there.
Ah,
But yeah,
get
he
him on the podcast, cuz. No, 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 no. Actual.
yeah,
No, no,
he's
no.
right. He'll actually be he'll be a good follow to get on or
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, just come
club
with
up.
a yarn, but keen. What was the
Yeah,
American fella? Or
yeah. For American East Oakland, he reckons.
East Oakland, eh, maybe?
Yeah,
Phew.
straight
Is
up
East
there.
Oakland, is that Bay Area? That's Bay Area, eh?
That's
Yeah,
Bay Area, big
yeah,
Bay
Bay
Area.
Area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah,
obviously.
Samu grew up down those ways too, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to
Um,
Samu.
but yeah, they struggled a couple games, but they're starting to string a couple wins lately.
Mm,
Apart from the weekend, but I think they're all right squad, but
yeah.
yeah, they just got a couple things to figure out.
Yeah, they'll get there, brother. You,
Yeah,
you, you obviously would have seen that even the comp change, eh? Like since you've been over there, like I've seen it. Is it starting to grow, brother? Like from your experience, like from when you first got there. Obviously, you had to come through the club had to go through COVID and then you've sort of come. Like, have
yeah.
you seen it?
I think yeah, it's definitely starting to grow. Like when I went to New England the first time,
Yeah.
there was a lot of people, but just recent, bro, there was way more people when I
Oh
just went.
man,
Yeah, they kind of stacked up the place. So it's starting to, I guess it's starting to build.
not
Obviously,
like they need any more chips that city. No, 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 no.
yeah, I reckon they're starting
Yeah.
to, yeah, the whole comp in general is starting to, I guess it's still slowly turning over their wheels and stuff like that. But I mean, it's yeah, still simmering along. I guess
Mm,
still
yeah.
trying to get some consistency.
Cool the
Um,
way. Like cool, like with the World Cup coming up and in a couple World Cups away,
yeah,
like what I mean. Like just obviously, if COVID would have threw a few bit of spanner in the works, but the fact that there's a consistent competition going in America, like in the biggest
yeah,
English speaking market in the world, I think is You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I
Because
think it's good, brother.
I think just because the last couple of years, like there was LA Gilgronis and the Austin team.
Yeah,
They both got cut just
yeah,
because of obviously money reasons.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
just recently Houston obviously got cut, and Toronto.
Mm,
Those teams both dropped out, but then Miami came, and then LA, a new LA team came. So it kind of it's kind of teams have dropped off and come, but
yeah.
it's still kind of kept the
Keep,
consistency. Like
yeah, keep going, eh?
same like Houston, San Diego, Seattle, Utah. I guess a lot of some key teams have just stayed,
Yeah.
and kind of just kept in the grind where they and they stayed in the comp.
Solid. Before we get out of here, I got a couple of questions for you, Mike, if that's all right.
Yeah, sweet.
Who's over in the MLA? Have you played against any fellas? Because there's a lot of old war horses and old weapons running around there. Anyone that like you got a bit of fanboy like far out, like that's the bro. I mean, was watching him as a kid, or
Yeah.
anybody like that you come across?
Obviously, the old bro Mata can't obviously go past that, bro. You know,
Yeah,
growing up watching him, he was
the
he was
man.
obviously the man. Yeah,
Yeah.
putting hits on, or I remember those drill. I don't know if you ever watched those the All Blacks YouTube or something, and he would always
Oh
they
yeah,
would always
doing
do
those
the
two
drills
things.
that get up and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Sonny Bill was Sonny in that, bro.
yeah. Israel
Yeah,
Dag.
Israel
Mhm.
Dag in that. They
Yeah,
would all like do the whoever's quickest or whatever,
yeah.
all that stuff. But yeah, it was pretty cool to go up against him a couple times actually, because
Yeah.
they're on the West Coast, so we versed San Diego quite a lot.
Oh,
Twice
so
a year.
he's got how does it work? He's got like a little conference sort of system, or
Yeah, so if you're on the West Coast, you verse each other twice, and if you're
yeah.
on the East Coast, you verse each other once. But it depends on if you go there or they come to you. If that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So like
So
Miami's come to us, so we verse them, but we're not going to go to Miami. But
yeah,
if they're on the West Coast, like San Diego came to us,
yeah.
and
Home and away, you play.
yeah, home and away, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And how many teams on the West Coast? Is it split or
1, 2, 3. I think there's like 5. Yeah, so it's pretty much a down the middle split, depending.
is it a top 8 system or like or top? What's the top 4? Or how does it work? Like what's the finals?
I
How
think
does
this
it?
year it's a top 4. The
Yeah,
top
top
4.
4. So it just doesn't matter where you're from. Like it's not like remember the old Super Rugby when it was like fucking you had to if you won and like one Australia team would win, but then all the New Zealand teams could have made it. Like but
Yeah.
they had to like
Oh,
let
like
one in.
what's
Yeah, the
the
old conferences
that
with the.
Pacific that Pacific.
Oh no, the one with it was Super Rugby with South Africa, but it was when there was 18 teams or something like that, and they try to,
Oh,
yeah. But like if you were one from each conference had to make it in there, and then
fresh.
yeah, and then like but then like some of the like some years like all the New Zealand teams we had enough points to make it, but there wasn't enough spots because
Oh
they
yeah, because you can only
yeah
have
like
so many New Zealand
yeah
teams in there.
yeah from each conference yeah
Yeah,
exactly one from each conference had to come through. And then the Sun
nah.
Wolves and Jaguares were in one conference as well. I can't remember who else was in there with them. But yeah, anyway. So how does it work for you? Is it just anybody, whoever the top 4 is? That's how it goes.
It's pretty much whoever's on the west, and then it goes the top 4 from those from the west side teams, and then same on the east side teams, and it's just one first verse fourth, second verse third.
Oh, okay. So I'll say top 4 from each conference. Boom.
No, like top 4, they'll have their top 4 on the west. They'll have their
Or
whoever
use
makes it
playoff
to the
against
top.
each other.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
and then whoever wins that, they're like the Western Conference champions.
Oh yeah, you're the Western
And then
Conference
yeah,
champions.
sort of like the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like the Super
NBA,
Bowl.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
or like Super Bowl style.
Yeah. Hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I get it. And then you use playoff. Whoever
playoff
wins that comp playoff
top
for
of
the
the
top.
top.
Yeah, so East versus West. Okay, so this is the similar American system, I guess. Too like logistically, too, brother. Like, cause America's so huge. Like it's like Australia, but it's filled in. Like there's people in the middle, whereas Australia's a big sandpit. Like Perth to Sydney's ages away, cause like in flights and if you
5 hours.
5 I think 6 on a bad day. Yeah,
Bro,
you know
that's
what I
the
mean?
same. That's the same where on over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Flights
saying. Like, so
there.
if you think about it, like doing that kind of flight, I get it. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
They try to keep it, or they hopefully they can keep building that comp, brother, because it'll be good. Yeah, brother, you know, the more even little exposure like this, only tiny, brother, but I plan on making the biggest podcast in the world, cuzzy. You know, so we're just gonna keep going, chuck in. Hopefully, we can help bring some light to the competition too, and everybody they can. The more you talk about it, right, the more it's talked about in whatever mediums, the better.
Bring it to existence, cuzzy. That's what I say.
Oh, brother, manifest, baby. Yeah,
Make it into
100.
existence.
100 bay. Like this Maori boy jumped on TikTok. Like I used to be a streamer on there for a bit. Got number one, and I don't know if you know much about the lives, but in all the rankings over there for Australia and New Zealand, very no platform. Cuz just go and talk kaka, and then yeah, got number one over there. And only 3 Maoris got it ever in Australia and New Zealand. Cuz he tricks is one, and he's got a huge platform. I don't even know. I only just started posting content, but I was just a live streamer. Gee, that's all. Still kaka, but yeah. Made that happen, cuz he said, why not chase the next stream? Yeah. We put it in bones, like I said, but this be episode 150 after in just over 3 months. Keep chugging, brother, keep chugging. But
150 in 3 months. Hey, come on.
Hey, cuzzy, I got another 5 more today. Yeah, brother. Turned them out, cuz see. We're just trying to talk to everybody. Everybody's got a cool story, whether they play rugby, whether they play with themselves. No, just anybody, whether it's got a cool yarn, whether they got a platform or not. You know, if that I think is interesting, or someone else is pretty interesting, or they got a good chat. Let's go, brother. Let's have a yarn. You know, keen is, and if we can show like I was saying to your club or whoever, I don't know whoever runs your followers Instagram and it, but like you know, whoever if any of the boys want to come on, bro, send them, guys. I'm keen. I'll talk to anybody. Yeah, no. I mean, if you could only have one kai for the rest of your life, what do you choose? Coaches and watching, brother. So yeah, and it's off season.
Bro, for the rest of my life, dang, bro, to be honest, there's obviously, yeah, I might be going deep, you know what I mean?
But, okay, let's go deep.
Because I've had this a lot of times, but back in Sydney, me and my family used to make hangis and sell it down at I don't know, flea markets or events or concerts and stuff like that, or we'll sell it from home, or for fundraisers, netball fundraisers, rugby and shit. But yeah, I guess I'll probably have that. Just because, obviously we did that probably still to this day, maybe. I don't know if my family are doing that still, but.
The hangis on, eh, cuz?
Yeah, we kind of had a hangi business. My family.
You're the hangi. I'll do it, and I'll do it as a business. Let's go, cuz.
Yeah, Hannah's hangi's named after my mum, and then.
Oh, Hannah. Oh, tēnā koe, Hannah. Ngā shout out to mum.
Shout out, mum. And then.
So they're still in Sydney, cuz?
Yeah, still in Sydney.
Because I was thinking in my head like you all moved back, but nah, you 17 and where you go, boy? Eh?
Yeah, they were like, ever since as soon as I left home, I haven't really been back like proper since.
Yeah.
So back. Yeah.
Yeah, but Sydney is still home in a lot of ways. Like that's where the father is.
I always go back home. Go back to Bexley. Go back to Bexley. But yeah, so we growing up, that was like our second income sort of thing.
Yeah.
Make that and the old man will be making driving trucks and stuff, and then you kind of he'll do a lot of hours, and then he'll come back, and then if we're still going through it, he'll peel the potatoes, just
What did you have? Did you have like kegs going, or did you just have fucking big ass holes in the back of your backyard and a big hole? What did you do?
Nah, we had multi-car cookers, yeah.
Oh yeah, cranky.
Cookers. We have like
Were they like
So-
Hori homemade ones or they the real ones?
We got the homemade.
Let's just there.
We ain't got no Hori welders in my family.
Hey, oh, true. Yeah. You didn't have
We-
you didn't have the old boy
no Hori
marrying on the top,
engineer,
trying to keep the steam.
Kiwi ingenuities over here, cause
No Marionomics there.
none of that. My mom man, they flew some over. I don't know how, but we ended up having like 3 of them. But
how many
but
get out
still-
of one? You fellas,
Huh?
how many picks? How many picks you fellas get out of one?
I mean, if you stack it to the top, I guess with the extension, you probably get like 100 to 120.
Gee, the brother knows the numbers, baby. He's ready for that business up. You
Hey,
know what
bro,
Seattle, if the Seattle invites you back, you play 10 years. Oh, Seattle hungies there.
bro, probably, bro. Wait,
There's a market, because you just gotta get people to like it, brother. You build, Gary Vee build the content around it, tell the story, brother.
Yeah,
People will come. Let's go, baby.
Got the hangies, got the fry bread, the steamed pudding, the cream mussels, the
Woo! Have all those billionaires in the Pacific Northwest pulling up here, Zuck even there. Come on, Zuck.
Yeah. But that's what I'll probably that would be my last kayak, just because it brings back a lot of memories from the whānau and all those late nights.
Just every day, baby. Fucking let's go.
Every
Not only
weekend.
eating that, but doing it for business. No. I mean, I'm saying this is the only car you can have for the rest of your life, brother. That was the question. So you'll be every day hangi and then selling it too. Let's go. Yeah. Bring them back, our American teams. So I get to bring set up a hangi business up there. Cut you in on the percentage. Might be the biggest hangi business. Because if you get people liking the flavor, because they like people like fucking big like meat and all that over there, because it's gonna get them into it.
I reckon that's kind of what I'm good off the field too. That's why I'm good.
Yeah, bit of a chef. Yeah, bit of a cook.
Oh well, no, I mean not chefing specifically, but I do like to cook.
Yeah, or like what you do, you like to do like what kind of cooking you like? You like barbecues, like outdoor shit, like smoking and all that.
To be honest, I don't really have much experience outside rugby. To be honest, I've kind of thrown all my eggs into one basket. But when I was in high school, I did like obviously music. Music was something, and then and hospitality. That was my thing. But only because I grew up cutting cabbages.
Yeah, every day.
Like every weekend, bro.
That cabbage will get a dong. No. Oh no, that was mine. No.
That was pretty much it, bro. I'll go to youth, come back, put on the hangis at 2:00, and then 8:00, wake up, or you'll be watching it throughout the night. Turn it off, but that's
Did you like? Are you not a gamer? Cause some brothers are gamers and nah.
I mean, me and my brother, we jammed a little bit. My brother's got we had a Xbox 360, obviously growing up and stuff like that. But not really a gamer. Eh?
Nah.
I don't. Yeah, I game with the boys when we have kava nights or whatever,
Oh yeah.
Like stuff like that. Whenever I go to the boys' house.
Does Samu put a kava night on or what? for the boys?
Yeah.
For the Seattle boys.
Pretty much. That's every time I drink kavas at his house.
Yeah. But what a good man too, yeah. What a weapon. Hey, good man, legend.
Good man on and off the field, bro. That guy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man.
Yeah. Nah, he's the man.
Yeah, weapon too. Did you get to play with him, cuz, or was he?
Yeah. He last year and the year before, I guess last year might have been his last. Last year might have been his last year, but I don't know. The man went for a run the other day, so I don't know. Maybe he
I seen too. The brother looking that sweat on. Oh, the taco coming back for another season or what? See?
Exactly, bro. I was like, bro, stop playing around now. Hurry up.
Yeah, bro. Because I thought me and the cousins used to watch him. Because when you see like someone from or Polly doing the thing and seen him and playing for America back in the days, it was like oosh, and then followed them a bit in Northampton, and obviously they went all right. What was their fucking things? There was a thing on Foxtel, and it was but it was for the European sports, and they used to play all the Premiership games on there. Sansa or whatever the sport, something like that. He always used to hit that up our brother and record those on the old Foxtel and called all the Northampton games and watched the bro when he was there. Yeah, brother. So like when I got a Monji, I was actually just a fan. It wasn't just like a random like, oh, who's this rugby player? Like literally, because I'll be fucking. I thought,
I see, bro. I see it. I was like, oh, seen you fanboying a little bit. But
100 straight up. I was just like, bro, it was just cool too. I just felt like, but look at this weapon there. And then I seen old what's his name? Nick was saying on his podcast that the bro when he was playing quarterback when he was playing quarterback in Hawaii. The bro would Sami would just throw the ball for intercept just so he could smash people.
He was just like, catch it.
Boom! Skater ducks.
Not that catch, boom, fumble, pick it up. Yeah, let's go. Run it again.
100. Hey, brother, if you could have one superpower, which one do you choose and why?
Jeepers. What's that one that lady has? That Phoenix lady?
Oh, Jean Grey?
Yeah. Even though that's a bit weird.
That's with the telekinesis, like she
can telekinesis mind. It's like control everything.
That's pretty gangster.
I'm just gonna control everything right now.
Yeah, that's better than just I'll fly. Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna say teleport, but
teleport's good too, cause you don't have to get on a plane, cause you're straight back to the Makos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight to the Makos,
straight to Sydney for a hung. Straight to Sydney for a hug, straight to the bank. Inside the bank cake.
Just go like this. Put your hand through and then
straight to the bank. Fuck, I don't think I want to play rugby anymore.
Just go traveling.
Just go traveling, just go teleporting. No. So which one do you choose, Jean Grey or the teleport? What do you want to do? Jean Grey or teleport?
Oh no, it sounds more fun.
Yeah, I reckon too. That's mine all day. Who would you say is the Mount Rushmore of opponents you've played against? Like just sort of like toughness, like in your position, or
like
my
position, or are you talking about just in?
Or in general, brother, if they just gave you a hard game, or you just
Wait, say the question again, cuz sorry.
Mount Rushmore, brother, 4-4. So we need 4. Mount Rushmore, like who's Mount Rushmore of like no, just players that you played against. They gave you a hard they were the bro gave us it was good competition. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be your position. It could be someone maybe they gave it to you, cuz, or they stepped you and you're like, oh, you little bugger. No. You know, whoever.
Jeepers. I'll probably maybe say Joe Moody.
Oh yeah.
He gave me a hard time with the scrum.
Fuck, he's that good, eh?
Yeah, I mean, he probably just he just knows what strings to pull, I guess. That guy. It's just this. Is it just against? Because man, sometimes I just be.
Whatever competition, let's go. Yeah, whatever your own team. Yeah, if you just go fucking
some hard bros. Yeah, we'll just go. We'll go Joe.
So what you're saying is, ain't nobody gave me competition out here.
Bro, honestly, yeah. Not like no competition.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Like, bro, I can't remember the last time I been bumped. Freaking knock on wood.
Yeah, my man, dude.
But
let's switch the question then.
Yeah.
Like, give us a Mount Rushmore of just teammates thing. Teammates. Like, who's been the coolest teammates? And this is just relative to now. It could change tomorrow. Tomorrow you might wake up and say, you know, they follow in the chat. He was too cheeky to me today. So you're off. No.
I got a lot of mates that frick, what was I saying? I'll probably chuck Samu. Yeah. Samu up there. He's been the man.
On and off the field too.
On and off the field, bro. Yeah. And then we'll go David Avili.
Oh, solid.
David Avili, bro. He's been a cool cat.
Good dude, eh? Even though All Blacks, still a good dude.
Yeah. Puddy Parkinson.
Eesh.
You know, throughout the years
Maori.
playing with him, playing on the same side and stuff. And then off the field, he's cool as.
Is he?
Yeah,
Crack
yeah,
up or?
he's crack up, bro. He's crack up as.
One more, brother. One more for the people.
Shucks, bro. Because a lot of my close mates, they don't play they play like club rugby. You know what I mean? I'm like thinking.
Oh,
I'm
well,
like,
then
man,
give one of them a shout out, cuz. Give one of them a shout out. Shout out to the
uh,
bro, hear me. No.
yeah. Oh, frick. The bro, Pino Mapese, and
Oh, yeah.
Josh the hitter. But those two.
Yeah, shout them both out.
When I
We
go back to
fucking,
Tassie, bro, they're always the bros I go see. You know what I mean?
yeah. No. Shout out to the brothers, man. All right, visualization, brother. Give us 10 years from now. What's life like for Samuel Matenga?
Frick. 36-year-old Samuel. Probably
Still playing or what?
but he's probably figuring out whether to hang up his boots or not. Because I see heaps of breathers get to about 35, 36 or something, and they're just like, oh, I'm getting old, but I still want to play.
Yeah. But getting like he more like sick of preseasons and that, eh? There's a lot of the thing I hear is like, yeah, I'll play every day if I don't have to train every much.
Yeah.
The body just can't get up for those trainings anymore. That's what I hear a lot of the time with the retirees, rugby and league. You know,
yeah, that's the same stuff I hear from those guys, and they're playing with me right now. They're playing at the same team right now. Nah,
the preseason.
Bro, to be honest, I'll probably be those two things. Probably playing rugby, maybe trying to do hangies on the side.
Yeah, I think that's on your cards, brother. Like, I think you got a calling there, cuzzy. If I can do hangies on the side, whether it's in America, in Australia, or wherever, cuz I think there's Samuel Martin has got a hangi future for sure. Yeah, brother. I just want to say, brother, time's the most valuable commodity we have as human beings. The one thing we can never get back, cuzzy. So thank you for sharing me an hour and nearly 20 minutes of your time that you could have spent with your father, my brother. So thank you very much, and I hope this brings value to anybody that listens for the next years and years to come. And hopefully it's not the last time we sit down, and maybe one day, brother, whether it's Seattle, Tasman, Nelson, or Sydney, wherever, or if you come to Perth, cuz there's a whole lot, we can have a hangi ourselves, my brother. Eh?
I've got a lot of whānau in Perth now, so yeah, you might be sitting in your big ass podcast studio.
Yeah, well, it ain't a big ass studio yet, but we'll get there. Yeah, that's one thing. That's it, my cousin. On the way, my brother. We'll keep in touch, my cousin, and hit me up, my brother, whenever.
Nah, we'll do.
Big love, my brother.
Appreciate
much
you.
Love to the whānau. Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.